is why when Forge says, I see Forge, you know, saying that it has pure PvP, it has some of the best arena action, and I give it to them. You know, I can't disagree.
Yeah.
If you like arenas, if you like fast-paced, you know, gameplay, if you like, you know, having to quickly, there's no tab targeting. You aim all of your abilities. Everything is aimed. You time all your stuff. You have energy to manage. It's a really fun game. You have a blocking system. You can't permanent block. You know, there's wall jumping. How cool is it to jump off a wall onto another wall and just keep bouncing back and forth all around and being an elusive target and just making the other team so frustrated that they can't hit you. You know, that is skill. That is what makes this game fun. Looks like someone a crash.
Oh yeah, looks like we still don't have the full. Looks like we still don't have the full team, Daenerys.
Yep, that's okay. We'll get them in probably pretty quick here. Just a possible crash or issue on one of their teams. Looks like it might be Quasi's team. Might be Quasi himself. Or no, Quasi is in game. So
Quasi in game. Yeah,
I believe we're good now.
This. The game is free to play. Check it out on Steam. Download it. You're not going to regret it. It's going to be so much fun. Bring a couple friends with you. Jump into Publix and get on the same team and see what you guys can do. Learn the game and then jump into an arena. A guild coming out soon to form a guild and potentially take over the leaderboards. Looks like a huge swap into another swap. That was D-Tech, Field, and Quasi. All getting swapped around. Quasi is going to flame burst out of there. Going for a big curse. Does land on Field. Field does get trapped by D-Tech. Looks like a big flame wall right here. Big flame wall walking all over that. Quasi doing a great job moving in. He does use Molten Armor on that.
He's using Molten Armor with that turret to his advantage. He's forcing those Molten Armor procs to go off with that turret, and that did a lot of damage to Miraculous Narwhal there. Fuel did get a swap off on the Quasi. Quasi getting buffed now. Looks like he may need to go in to try to finish off a kill there as he got Narwhal pretty low. Andrew's getting swapped. He does have a curse on him. Will that curse go off before he gets to his teammates? It does a little bit of damage, a little bit of flame wall damage as well. But now he's just forced to back up there at under 50% health. A great stun there by Fuel. Stunning, I believe, 2 targets. The other did not get stunned is because he was fully determined. Field getting cursed here, but he is near Narwhal, so that's going to mitigate the majority of that damage, although Field is below 50% health here. The Devoted team, Andrus' team, is in a dangerous position as they are all at very low health thresholds. Field getting stunned here. We may see the finishing blow on him, but no, the finishing blow does not come. Anders though sniped from the back by Wolf and Quasi. D-Tech and Quasi. Great job there by them, acknowledging he was low in the back and using the range advantage. Getting finished up shortly by Quasi, and Narwhal soon to follow.
Yeah, so I'm kind of, I think that was a bit of a blunder on Andrew's part. He was pressured so much to heal his team up, and they were closing in. The room they had to work with, they were pushed all the way back into their spawn, and I believe he just forgot to, he just didn't put enough heals on himself. Unfortunately, I've had that happen to me. I've had 3-4 teammates, especially in 5, sitting at like 20% health, and you just, you're healing them, and you forget all of a sudden you're dead. You're like, oh no, I didn't, whoops. Sorry, guys.
A lot of pressure going out there then to keep all of those players at such low health thresholds. All right, so going on to round 2 here, and this new map.
Yeah, we do have this armored booth going down. Armored booth into a swap. Field is going for it. We are going to see it probably on... No, he does get bullet away, it looks like. And
yeah, good job there by Quasi, ignoring that. Quasi now jumping over, taking a very aggressive position here. Anders is all alone. If Quasi turns around and focuses him, they may be able to do a bit of damage, but I don't think Quasi was aware of just where exactly Anders was, but that's okay because they still did quite a lot of damage to this team here. Quasi with so many great bolas. That's like his, I believe his third bola that landed here. Every single one on cooldown, doing a great job. Field is a little bit overextended here. He is getting cursed, but he is able to meet up with his team pretty quick here to get healed back up and to negate that curse damage. Quasi a little bit low here himself, as well as D-Tech. D-Tech getting swapped into that armored booth. Gonna bring him out of the fight for a little bit. Take a little bit of damage from that armored booth as well. Field and, Narwhal are going to focus the D-Tech quite a bit here to try to take him down.
They have the advantage.
But,
Anders' team has full-on advantage here. You can get a little bit of healing. Anders is going aggressive. Look at him going in for those links. Look at him.
Battle Shaman,
He's
go,
like,
go,
"Team,
go."
Rally behind me.
Getting the link off onto D-Tech. D-Tech is linked, not able to build up any energy there, so he is just taking some damage and losing energy there, and he ends up at under 50% health. A three-person stun and a two-person stun. If Anders' team can follow up on this, this will be huge. Field trying to take down D-Tech right now. D-Tech does go down to Miraculous Narwhal. Wolf and Quasi both at very low health as well.
They could turn this around. Field really low.
Field is very low. Yes, if Quasi goes in with that molten armor, he does a lot of damage, but he is very low himself, taking a lot of damage there. Wolf with some great clutch heals there, though. Quasi might be able to finish
here. This is really important for his team. Wolf has the high ground. He can't get targeted too easily up there unless they go for some kind of swap. Looks like
if Quasi gets up top, oh, he does get stunned. If he could get up top and get a flame wall down, that might be game. He's popping molten armor again, doing a decent amount of damage, but Anders' team is just able to sustain Wolf up top with these amazing snipe heals onto Quasi. It looks like Quasi is going to back up a little bit now, though. Try to get that re-engage. Quasi does get swapped, but there isn't a whole lot of follow-up onto it. No CC is what I mean by that. Field is cornered off away from his team now, but his team is quickly coming to him to try to save him. Quasi is in danger here. Wolf does get trapped, and Quasi is stuck in armor booth. Wolf tries to break him out. Quasi does get bursted, though, as soon as he comes out of the armored booth by Field's volley focus B hit, also known as shotgun, leaving only Wolf here, and unfortunately, I don't think Wolf is going to be able to follow up.
All right, so we're doing such a good job. Wolf had the position. He was free to heal up there. And when Quasi bullied Field away over to the side, Wolf couldn't heal him from that vantage point. There was obstruction, and he was low. So when Quasi pursued that kill over there, at 50%, he kind of made Wolf have to overextend, had to drop down into, potential traps, into a booth and try and heal him up. So I believe if he would have just stayed in the middle, let Wolf keep healing him, he could have lasted a lot longer and potentially got killed where Wolf had, just free breathing room to heal up top. So it kind of cost a bit for them, but impressive play.
Yes, very much so. What is the score now? Is it 1-1?
Yes, it is 1-1. Both teams tied up.
Okay, so this game is live right now.
Yes.
And both teams are going at it right away. It looks like
Quasi can push in. Alright, it looks like Quasi does get a curse off onto Field. Field retreating back into his team. He doesn't want to take full damage from that. A huge firestorm goes off onto D-Tech. D-Tech running around his team, making sure he gets healed up. If D-Tech can push in with the trap, he will help Quasi finish this kill. Looks like he's stuck
Quasi
behind
did do
the
a
wall.
lot of damage there with the molten armor. Field is kind of low and away from his team. Anders looks like he might be looking for an angle to get him healed. Quasi and D-Tech realize that Field is low, and they're looking to do some damage on him, but Field quickly gets back to his team. D-Tech a little bit overextended here now. He really wanted that kill on Field, and that may cost him a death unless Wolf gets there and heals him up, and he's doing just that. Great clutch heals, like you just said.
They need to press this. Look at this advantage. Field just swapped, and D-Tech really needs to take advantage. He's not putting It looks like he just missed the curse.
Narwhal is very low. He does the curse on him. There is Molten Armor on Quasi. That does take down Miraculous. Even Anders and Fuel at 9% health. If Quasi and T-Jack can get in here and finish off that kill, they'll win right here. Quasi with a beautiful bola here, separating Anders from Fueled, meaning Anders cannot regain much energy right now or heal Fueled right now. So Fueled did get a swap off onto Quasi though. That allowed Fueled and Anders to group back up there. Great job by Fueled, taking a break out of the action, calming himself, and just making those clutch plays right there. Quasi is going in though. He does have Molten Armor on. Looks like he does want to finish off Anders though. D-Tech getting a swap off onto Fueled. Anders is cursed. Fueled not near him, meaning Anders is probably going to take the full curse damage. Flame Wall going down, one tick off on the Flame Wall. Anders is at 19% health. Wolf looks like he's going to go all out Battle Shaman, trying to do some damage here to Anders, possibly going to get a link off. Just a whole bunch of zaps coming out left and right. Fueled very low himself. D-Tech going in to finish off Anders, leaving only Fueled, and Quasi and D-Tech will most likely finish up Fueled very quickly here.
DPS Shaman GG. It's a really good play. I guess what won them the match is with Tinker, they dropped that turret. They can't specifically tell that turret not to shoot someone. It shoots the closest target. They can throw a wrench. One of their abilities is throw a wrench. They can't throw it at someone to change the target if he did have that on cooldown. But Quasi, he jumped in there, put on that Molten Armor we talked about earlier. Every time he gets hit, it's going to do AoE damage around him, back to his enemies. So he jumped in right on top of that turret, used that turret to his advantage, and pretty much pulled them out the win, pulled out the win for them right there. Really impressive play. GG.
GG indeed, Fizz. I mean, I don't know. Both the teams have done a fantastic job there. And it's great because we've got veteran players with new players on most of these teams. And so, these are people that haven't played together a lot before. And they're just doing a fantastic job. Next up, we've got Symbolator and J-Rock. I just put out another link to the challenge brackets out in the chat. So if you're just tuning in, you should be able to see what's going on. And just so everyone knows, Forge went free to play on Steam last week. We're bringing you the hottest PvP on the planet on Steam for free. Get Forge now, and you can come join us. We do tournaments every Saturday.
Yeah, free agent tournaments are every Saturday, as you just said. And this week, I believe the winners of this tournament are getting the very prize by Roast Armor, which looks absolutely amazing, I have to say.
Yeah, we have seen a little bit of, some of the different classes. I don't think we've seen too much assassin play. Just a little bit here and there. I kind of want to see someone play assassin, get in here and really utilize their kit to effectively CC and do some damage. I think that could be a really strong component with a pyromancer if someone can coordinate it. Assassin is a very coordinated type of, they work with their team. You can realm someone to take them into the Shadow Realm with just yourself. And if you sync that up with a pyromancer who curses them, then you can do a ton of damage, and that curse is guaranteed to hit. So maybe we'll see a little bit more coordinated play, a little variety between the team comps. I am liking the Tinker play. I have to give it to Miraculous Narwhal for doing so well, especially with Fueled setting up those swaps into the armored booth. Definitely a great combo.
Yeah, that was great. I was happy to see that. Always happy to see, because Tinker is, I believe, as you said, the newest class to Forge, and so we haven't seen it a whole lot in the arena environment. So it is really great to see it this weekend at the free agent tournament.
Yeah, we have Skyle on Pathfinder, J-Rock on his Pyro. He is the Pyro main. Does play a little bit of Ravager and some of the other classes. And we have Calzed again. He is playing Shaman. I'm really impressed. He's done a great job. He's had 2 great DPSs to heal. As long as he keeps them alive, they have such a strong chance to win this game. They are, again, Symbolator, Extrinsic, and Hagzor. I like all of these players, have gotten to play with them, and that this will be a